everybody, welcome back to another video where today we're back in tutorial mode, which I'll be showing you how to play Galaxy Wars. Now, in my opinion, Galaxy Wars is a pretty difficult game. There's a lot of flying objects, you need to have good FPS. I mean, it's very complicated to play. So I'm going to be showing you how to play Galaxy Wars, or some tips. Anyway, so firstly, what you want to do is not quit the queue, because if you want to get in a game of Galaxy Wars, well, you still have to stay in the queue. I see a lot of people just quitting games because, you know, it fills up too slow, which it does, but you need to have patience to play this game. It's not very popular, to be honest. It's not the most popular game. Now, second, I do recommend the Defenders class, because what I see is a lot of the noobs stay at the attackers. They don't know what to do. But the defenders, people can, people that actually have a brain, right click this and then they choose the defender side, which doesn't have a lot of noobs compared to the attackers. So, I mean, always pick the defenders. So that's my opinion. If you do want short respawn times, well, then you're going to have to go with the attackers. Anyway, let me just sit through this queue while... Oh, this queue is going to be painful. Alright, the queue is finally over. So firstly, what you want to do is press W to get out of the place, because some people don't press W. And anyway, so firstly what you want to do is press W to get out of the spawning area, because some people don't really press W when the game starts. Personally, I like picking the classes that have the shotgun, which is called Brawler. Oh, hello. It has a shotgun and it has decent melee defense. This guy doesn't know how to move. Anyway, you always have to strafe when you play this game. What? How did he okay. You always have to strafe in this game, because, I mean, you're gonna hit with the bullets all around. It's very difficult to not get, it's very difficult to get hit if you're strafing. So always make sure you're moving and you're strafing. And don't hide behind a cover. You're not productive to the team if you hide behind a cover and do nothing. Oh yes, this is going to be... I don't know why the 6 kills. Next, what you want to do is use what you have on your setting. Now, if you are using the shotgun class, and you make sure to always have the turrets up, because the turrets are probably the most important thing, the most important weapon of the shooter class. Now, if you have the brawler or the bounty hunter class like me, well, then you're going to always use a scattergun if you get close, and the frag grenade if you see the enemy is in a group, like if they're all piled around. How is he hitting me? That's okay. Always make sure to target the melee classes. Now, the melee classes, they are pretty deadly at short range. Their gun, though, is definitely one of the worst. It is the worst, actually. If you are using the bounty hunter set, make sure to disrupt their movement by using electro blast, and then you can shoot him with a scattergun or a sidearm, or the gun. Okay, so please make sure that if you want more gameplay, well, then your choice is definitely going to be the attackers, because the attackers have only a 3-second long respawn. If you're the defender, you basically have a 22-second long, which is definitely pretty annoying. I can aim. The melee classes are so annoying, man. They're so annoying. Also, don't be like me and then get kicked for no reason whatsoever. Because, yes, I got kicked. Anyway, so, to go over the tips I already said, always strafe and always move. You have to press W to get out of the spawn area. Please don't be AFK. And I mean, choose the defenders. It's the more better class. But of course, if your team is bad, then you really have nothing to do. Even if you're like ridiculously good, top notch, try hard at Galaxy Wars, if your team is bad, well, there's really nothing you can do. So, I mean, it's, to be honest, personal preference. Always use your surroundings. The regen comes in like after 10 seconds of not getting hit. So if you're really low on health, hide behind the cover and regen. Now I forgot to mention the other classes. Well, I did mention that. Anyway, so for the melee class, you always have to go in front. You can't really. If you're on the attackers, you don't want to be carrying the drone. The other classes have to do that. For if you're a melee, then you have to kill all of their enemy players. Now, if you're a melee on the defender side, well, you're gonna have to kill everybody on the other side. Stopping the drone is not really the most important part of Galaxy Wars. Now, if you're on the defenders, if there's nobody around the drone, then you don't have to be next to the drone. But if you are on the attackers, well, you have to stay close to the drone. At least one person must be there. If you're on the shooters, well, I recommend staying as far back as possible, but not staying too far that you won't be able to hit anyone. Now, as a shooter, all you have to do is place a turret and shoot them down, and maybe launch a rocket. But the rocket is kind of bad, so you're gonna have to use that shooter. I don't really like the shooter class, but it is based on personal preference. Now, if this video helps you, well, then make sure to leave a like, and if you really liked it, then come and subscribe to my channel. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the video. Goodbye.